Oh my God, hello, Comic-Con. There are so many of you. Welcome to SYFY WIRE's It Came from the 90s. Are you ready to get 90s with it? Good, me too. The 90s were a weird time for me. My tips were very frosted. Do you remember? I'm sorry. My requests were live and total. So we're going to get into it. Share your 90s stories with us. Use the hashtag from the 90s and hashtag SDCC50. Hit us up at SYFY WIRE, please. Remember, SYFY WIRE is where you go to find news, deep dive articles, videos, podcasts, everything you want to know about everything you love. Are you ready to meet our panel? The host of Mystery Science Theater 3000 and The Meltdown with Jonah and Kumail, Jonah Ray. Creator of Geek Bomb and What Apparel, Maude Garrett. Star of Evolution and American Gods, Orlando Jones. You have seen her on Adam Ruins Everything and as the head writer of Drop the Mic, Eliza Skinner. Star of Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jason Mewes. And from Dallas and Robo and the voice of Squirrel Girl in Marvel Rising, Milana Vayntrub. Now, I will say the ladies on the panel did give us 3 unique and special 90s looks. And I also just spilled water on an iPad, so that's good. Milana, why don't you talk us through your LEWK?
There's a light Cher inspiration to my look.
Now, when we say Cher, we mean...
Cher Horowitz, duh. Thank you, front row.
Yeah.
What part of Sonny and Cher does this remind you of?
Well, I mean, there's a Mackey element to it. Bob Mackey. See, that's more 70s. Yeah, should have known. Should have known. Eliza, what you got?
Let's see, I've got sort of a vintage Betsy Johnson, grunge kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fuck your mom, that sort of thing.
That's right.
Thank you, thanks.
Very nice. And Maude?
Oh, well, did you hear that? It's a bell, because I've been saved by it.
Oh,
There it is.
hey,
I'm so excited!
I'm so proud to be a part of this panel.
I love that you're here. The gentleman kind of, I mean, Orlando, you gave us some 80s with a Pac-Man suit.
Yes, yeah. Pac-Man suit. I say, yeah.
Wrong
1980.
decade, but we'll accept it.
Jason?
I didn't come prepared in that sense. I feel bad now.
Jonah?
I didn't realize that.
Me, what?
Did you, is there any 90s element to your look?
On the way over here, I listened to Soundgarden.
Well, there you go.
That counts.
Yeah. I for sure did the, I definitely dressed like the guy from the New Radicals throughout the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And then all those clothes have been burned. So I just kind of wore what I would normally wear, and this is a look that I guess we could call casual Friday Chandler Bing. I'm not really 100% sure. I might add a bucket hat to it.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah?
Dad, is that you?
Pardon?
Papa Bear.
All right, so let's talk about the TV of the 90s. Yes. We're going to talk about TV. We're going to talk about gaming, movies, etc. Got some games planned. Nothing major. What kind of stuff did you guys watch in the 1990s?
No one wants to.
Capital Critters.
What? What? Did you just make that up?
No, it was a cartoon for one season in 1993 on ABC. No Critterheads in here?
Those aren't critter heads. Those are pity yells. Is what
Yeah. You know what? I'll take what I can get, Orlando.
Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, there it is. Guys, you have to drink every time he brings up anything to do with Murder, She Wrote.
That's right.
Especially, and there we go.
Angela Lansbury is going to get her just due. I don't care what happens to y'all.
Is Matlock also part of the 90s,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Oh, Milana, we get it. You're young.
I'm so young.
I for sure was an adult in the 90s who always made time in the week for Roundhouse on Snick. Anyone?
Yeah.
It's a small group of you, but you felt it, right? You're committed, and I like that. Okay, what did you like? What show did you like learn how to program your VCR for? What shows did you? Thank you. That was TRL, by the way. What shows did you learn your VCR Plus codes for?
90210.
90210, really?
Yes.
So when we say 90210, what era?
Oh, I would say the whole thing. I spanned it.
Yeah.
Is that when they were like 43?
Before and after
Still in
Donna
high
Martin
school?
graduated.
Okay.
90210 is the show that my mom learned to cover my eyes to.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
I'm so young.
You're
Did
so
I mention
young.
that already?
young. So okay, so you know your 90s TV. If you could mash up two 90s shows, what shows would they be, and what would they look like? Jonah?
It would be Get a Life and Herman's Head.
Okay, talk me through it.
God, how niche am I in this room?
Wait, how does that work? Get a Life and Herman's Head. What
Yeah,
happened?
so you get Chris Elliott from Get a Life.
Right.
He shows up inside Herman's Head. How'd he get in there?
I like where you're
Yeah.
going with this. Okay, I got it.
Okay, anyone else?
Fresh Prince and Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Thank you.
Just a
Thank
little
you,
diversity in the same show twice, right?
Yeah, talk me through a typical episode.
Pretty much a lot of hijinks and shenanigans, but with a larger cast.
Great.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Saved by the Bell.
There it is.
Well said.
I think you've made a sale, Jason Mewes. Cast it. Cast it. Who's in it, Jason Mewes?
Oh, me. Cast? Who's in it?
Yeah.
Same cast, but it's like Buffy tries to bite Slater. I don't know.
I really
No,
want
I'm not that good. I need writers for
I
that.
see Screech being kind of
playing a major force there.
well, yeah, kind of an ineffective vampire.
Yeah, oh, immediately. He's the first to go.
Ooh, Screech and Spike.
Why does
Spike
Screech
off.
have to be infected, though? What's that about?
I said ineffective.
Ineffected. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
he's not
Infected.
good.
Ineffective.
He's definitely
100%
infected
infected.
with vampirism.
Yes.
Belding
I'm a
is the one
vampire.
who like comes up with all of the major plans. He like presents the villain of every episode and then gets mad at them for doing it wrong.
I wanted to take Good Times and Walker, Texas Ranger, and do Jimmy Walker, Texas Ranger, because I always thought. No, honestly, think about it for a minute. Jimmy Walker is a Texas Ranger, and then every time you kick your butt, he tells you it's dynamite. Come on, be honest. That would be hot. That would be super hot. It would.
That's how he solves every crime, by just using dynamite.
Right, exactly.
Like, you're killing too many people.
Right.
But it
as soon
looks
as you can't figure it out, they're like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Dynamite! I know the answer." And then
Wouldn't he have to?
Amazing.
Wouldn't he have to update it to TNT? Ooh. Yeah, like the big plunger.
Or he could do Scud, like he could choose a bigger bomb. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
there's
really
all
into the
kinds of
violence
explosives.
part. I just want the pun to happen.
Sure.
Were there some
gonna
90s
go-
shows that you feel sort of paved the way for later successes? Like Xena Warrior Princess kind of laid the groundwork, right? For a couple of shows, Game of Thrones and The L Word. So are there shows from the 90s that you think were sort of like forward-looking?
ER?
Yeah,
What? Scrubs and Grey's Anatomy?
sure.
They got nothing on original Clooney.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Although true heads know George Clooney made his debut on The Facts of Life in the 1980s.
That's true.
With a head of hair that I will only describe as angelic and glorious. Go back and look. And then he was in a sitcom called ER, and then he was on the show ER.
He was also in Return of the Killer Tomatoes.
I'm sorry?
He was in Return of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Was?
Yes, that's where he peaked.
And congratulations. Congratulations, by the way, for being in the only room on the planet where that will get a little bit of approval from the audience. Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Here. We've made it. Folks, it's time to play a game. Okay, we're going to test your knowledge of 90s TV, specifically the credits. We call this one Fountain of Knowledge.
I don't get it.
Yeah, okay, I'll explain.
That's cute.
Here, okay, we've mocked your names up in the style of some 90s iconic opening credits. We'll show it on the screen.
Yeah.
If it's your name, you have to figure out which show it is. And then, for bonus points, and to be clear, who cares about points? What kind of character would you have played on that show? Let's see our first. I look so dumb in this hat.
Yes, you do.
Okay, Orlando.
Oh, I know what that
Yes.
This is horrible.
Oh, X.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, I will have order.
Trouble all of a sudden.
Orlando, would you like to see it again?
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Let's see if we can see it again.
Can we give him like a hint with music?
Aliens.
Or something like.
I mean, if you'd like to.
I mean, I'm assuming it's X-Files.
I
I mean, it's
X-Files is
obviously
correct.
X-Files.
Orlando, use your Scully.
I know it's X-Files. Please, I'm captain of the Jalovany ship. It was like a gimme. Come on. Until David and Jillian get married, I won't be happy. It's very simple.
So true.
Orlando, what kind of character would you have played
On this show?
on that show?
Oh, I would have played a wedding planner because the thing that they need on that show is somebody to focus on what's really important and not David and Jillian getting together. The chemistry is there. Fine, you found the alien. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Look at her eyes. She has beautiful blue eyes. She's a good person. She's more than competent at her job.
Yeah.
She takes care of his crap all the time while he's cracking wise, but he's handsome and he's sexy, and we know from Californication he's gonna have sex with everybody.
Yes.
Now,
And the aliens.
right? He's not gonna be faithful, but he is gonna stoop a plenty of aliens. That's gonna happen. But
Can you give me a sample line?
yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes. So yes, I would be a wedding planner, and I would get this wedding done on behalf of the Jalovany fandom. I love you guys. And yes, I know Jillian and David are rolling their eyes right now going, shut up, Orlando Jones, but you will never shut me up. Yes, X-Files. There you go.
Really
I'm gonna borrow a joke from Casey Wilson. Casey Wilson once said, I'm so naive that when I heard David Duchovny was a sex addict, I thought he was having too much sex with his wife.
Oh, bless.
Maybe he was having lots of sex with his wife, but he needed more sex than she was able to offer at that time. So he spreaded his wings to offer his sex out to other people.
And that's the Taya.
Mr. Duchovny, we're sorry.
I'm trying to put a happy face on this. This is a friend.
Like when you order Coke and they say, is Pepsi okay?
Same. Exactly the same. How did you know?
Next one, please. Jonah, Eliza.
Oh.
I think I got this one.
You go, you take it.
Is it Jonah Ray and Eliza Skinner in an episode of Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I think, no.
Tales from the dark side.
What? You walking away during my
I
answer?
walked away during the answer. That's how little points matter.
It's none of my business, but that was very disrespectful
like
to white men. White men are not going to take that from you today, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Your answer one more time.
So sorry.
I don't know, Eliza. What did,
I don't. It looked very goosebumpsy to me, but.
Goosebumps is correct.
Oh.
yeah. Good thing.
Bravo.
Good thing you walked away during my wrong answer.
So, Jonah, Eliza, talk me through your episode of Goosebumps.
Well, it would be the case of the missing host.
I deserve that.
Are we going to murder Dave in this?
Yeah, exactly. Let's say we're going to murder Dave, but we're going to forget about it and have to solve the crime.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like Memento.
Okay.
It plays backwards?
Yeah, the episode's all backwards.
Okay, and the
Yeah.
reveal is me having like a picture of you murdering him, like tattooed on the back of my neck, so I've never seen it. Hold on, I'm just gonna write that. Never mind.
Good.
Thank you.
Very good. Next slide, please.
Oh.
Oh.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell is correct. Jason Mewes, who would you play on Saved by the Bell?
Ooh, I would be Screech's cousin,
Yeah.
who comes in from New Jersey to visit the school. I don't know.
Oh man, I want that to have happened so bad
I
now.
was gonna keep going, but I'm holding it right there. He just comes to school and hangs out, creepily staring.
Are you just an extra? Did you just cast yourself as an extra?
I did.
You got the non-speaking role of the cousin.
Yeah. He just doesn't, there's no reason for him to be there. He's just there in the school.
Classic
holding the
episode.
background.
I feel like that would reveal so much about Screech's backstory. Like, this is who he comes from.
All right, next slide, please. Okay. What show was that, Maude and Milana?
It
Hey,
looks so
remember how-
dangerous.
What's that?
It looks so dangerous. What are we getting up?
Do you remember, guys, when everybody was helping Orlando cheat, and then like
And then you
nobody
listen,
is
like-
helping us cheat?
Eerily quiet. You're not helping us like at all. Not even a little bit.
Yell, do it again.
I'll yell at you if you don't.
Is it
Really?
Is it Buffy?
No, that's the grr. R.
All right,
No.
that's our.
No,
Nope,
that's not
strike
Buffy.
one.
Oh.
Is it Hercules or Xena or one of those? Or is it
Xena.
like Ripley's Believe It or Not
Oh, it could
with
be
Dean
that.
Can we
Kane?
see it again?
It's
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see it
let's
Can we
again.
all
time.
guess?
I've got them all up to this point. Let me see if I want
Okay.
to see.
Yeah,
I
you
have to
gotta
get
go.
this.
Oh, there's some
There were
sparks.
some sparks, and there was a flame.
Is it MacGyver?
And look at the font.
Oh, it's,
It's not
is
there
it
a
a Viking?
too,
Was
it's
there a
too piratical to
It
be like
feels like
Dr.
it-
Quinn.
Yeah, like something medieval, maybe.
Dr. Quinn?
No.
No.
It's possible that we have mentioned this show already.
And someone already said Xena, so it was.
Xena,
Murder,
Warrior
She
Princess.
Wrote.
It is Xena.
It's Xena.
She said Xena.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Oh, that's Xena earlier.
Got this thing in my ear.
Give it up for Dave Holmes, your host, everybody.
Yelling it. All right.
When
so
Orlando
your,
gave you the answer and you didn't hear it, remember that?
I think in Xena, I too would play a wedding planner. Ooh, talk about that palpable chemistry.
Yeah.
Hold on, I thought that we would be Xena and Gabrielle maybe. Are you Little Spoon or Big Spoon? Or Big Staff?
I'm more of a starfish, actually. I don't think.
Can you just talk me through just a quick scene from your episode?
So I'm trying to build the chemistry.
Yeah. So you would be Xena
Oh, that's really sweet.
I mean,
is
I
it because
imagine
I'm
you're just-
tall and intimidating.
and kind of dominating, yeah. And I
Yeah.
just like, I'm a people pleaser. Oh, hell yeah. Woo! And then I would just go, that's so cool.
Kiss me.
Okay,
Yeah, that's Xena.
that's
Took 6 seasons,
Scene.
but
You've all received some points.
We all win.
By the way, the more I look at myself in the monitor, the more like this is salute your shorts. This is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also going to be the photo they use on your Wikipedia page forever.
Forever.
yes.
Forever. Yeah.
It's a little drunk Gilligan. It's a little
Forever.
drunk Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
Older Gilligan type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very sexy.
I'll take. Thank you. Thank you very
I'm
much.
turned on right now.
Yeah. And honestly, Milana, if it bumps Jesse Camp out of my Wikipedia picture, then I'm all for it. Honestly, I'm just here to say that. Okay, let's move on to another game called We Aim to Please. Yeah. Aim. So, of course, the 90s also saw the rise of the internet. Goodbye. Right? Chatting, culminating in the recently deceased AOL Instant Messenger. So, setting your AIM, did you say AIM? Oh, it's called an instant. Did you say AIM? Well, you don't have to be dicks about it. Okay, but setting that AIM away message was a big deal, so we figured TV characters probably also had to deal with it. So I'm going to read you an AIM away message. It sounds weird in my mouth. You guys tell me which iconic 90s TV character would have used it as their AIM away message. Let's start. I'm just reading them. Yeah. Great. Okay, here we go. Grounded for yelling at those stupid babies, but in my defense, they ruined Cynthia's best orange dress.
Ooh, ding.
Yes, ding.
Rugrats.
Oh, yes, person who was a child at this time. Great.
Finally paid off.
Ding, 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 ding.
Uh-huh.
Ding.
Okay, the character's name would be
Pickles.
Oh,
Angelica.
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 Yeah. The idea just came to you somehow.
Points go to the lady in the
Points
front
go
row
to the
who's
lady.
a cheater.
Okay.
Do we all have to go ding ding like when we want
No,
to call?
no. I think just yell it out.
Okay.
I
fair
think
enough.
rules of decorum went out the window as soon as I literally just covered an iPad in water. Okay. Next one, AFK, which I'm told is away from keyboard. If you're on the promenade, come by for gaming in the Hollow Suite arcade. All species welcome if you can pay.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
No.
So close. Well, can I say it because they did Deep Space Nine?
That is correct. Which
Okay.
character? Which character?
Mort.
That one.
Bark.
Yeah.
Bark? Bark?
Yes.
Like woof? Bark.
Yeah. That is absolutely
Did
correct.
you mean that one or that one? Because there were
That one.
that one. Oh, yeah.
That
Okay.
one, yeah.
The audience is doing such a bad job sign languaging to us. There's a woman in the front row just doing this.
Woo! Sorry.
You know, this is the first time I've ever been to Comic-Con, and I didn't know exactly what to expect, but I was pretty sure I'd hear somebody yell out, "Deep Space Nine," like real angry. And got that done for me, so I can cross that off. Thank you.
First time to Comic Con?
It is my first Comic-Con.
What?
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome home, buddy.
Thank you. Can I, okay, listen. Okay, so like I got here and like saw 3 Yodas before I was even fully out of the car. But this morning, and I mentioned this to a couple of you, this morning in my hotel gym, and I can't tell you which hotel, fucking Henry Cavill. Superman does the elliptical. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Did you actually, I'm
to the
sorry.
game.
I'm going to
Dave,
follow you home.
Dave, this is important. I believe the words you used were thick and delicious
Thick and delicious.
to
Thick
describe
and
him.
juicy and delicious.
And Dave, don't be ashamed to tell everyone you're staying at the Days Inn.
Yeah, okay. Just shh. Keep it under your bucket.
Wait. You saw Henry Cavill at the Days Inn. He was thick and delicious, and you didn't call me at any point.
No.
You didn't think I need to get Orlando over here right now. That didn't cross your mind.
It didn't.
You're on full timeout. The next time you see Henry Cavill, you call me. You understand? I'm closing that deal. I don't care about sex. I don't care about that at all, but I'm closing that deal.
Yeah.
You love
You're right,
love.
Orlando.
Yeah.
You're so sexy.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, show some excitement here.
Okay, you know how thirsty I am.
Wow.
All right. One more away message, and then we are moving on. Number 3.
Thirst is real.
Number 3. Rayanne heard there's a party at Tino's. I wonder if Jordan will be there.
Brienne, Jordan?
Oh, My So-Called Life.
Yes, of course, my so-called life and the character.
I'm sorry,
Good
shouldn't.
points.
Angela.
Angela, of course. Thank you.
Yay!
By the way, I'm so glad we did this one because it references my favorite character in all of the 90s, Tino, who just doesn't show up, right? We never see him.
That's because he went to get Michael some tissue.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Tito, get me some tissue.
Oh, of course.
Tino, get me some tissue. Isn't that the joke from the 90s, Eddie Murphy? Oh, I'm the only one that knows the Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy joke? Where he says, Tito, get me some tissue, and then I make a Tito
that
reference,
Delirious?
and a whole room of people's like, what is he talking about right
Yeah.
now?
Was that red suit or purple suit?
That was red suit.
Was that red suit?
It's the red suit, exactly right.
Right.
Delirious?
All right.
Delirious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want some
90s.
ice.
This is a 90s panel.
Get me
Ice
some
cream.
ice
I was a ice
I
cream.
gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let us move on to 90s gaming.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Sit with it for a while. See how it feels. Gaming. So what gaming systems did you guys have?
The best
Why?
gaming console of all time is the Nintendo 64. Come at me, bro. Yeah.
Now, why is that?
Mario Kart 64. Mario 64, first 3D platforming game that we ever had, which blew our minds. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I called my dog Zelda because I rescued a princess.
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so I wouldn't call my daughter Zelda.
I had a bad run of consoles throughout my life. When everyone was getting a Game Boy, I got an Atari Lynx. And then when the 16-bit stuff came out, I said, I want the Jaguar. And then I got a Sega Saturn.
Oh.
and then I got a Panasonic 3DO. And then I just gave up completely. And I've never bet on anything in my entire life.
Yeah, Jonah, I can do you better. Because I started this in the 80s. My parents were like, you can have a video game system for Christmas when I was like 10. I went for the Magnavox Odyssey. Anyone?
I had a Magnavox Odyssey. I had one of those.
See,
Yep.
That doesn't even get a reaction at Comic-Con. That's how shitty it was.
That's true. It was.
It was bad. I thought Magnavox. It was a big.
Then I got a
game.
PlayStation though, so that was amazing.
What about tabletop? Were you guys into like Magic the Gathering or anything?
Yes.
Any of those babies?
D&D.
D&D, yeah.
Let me tell you about my half-elf assassin, who I have multi-classed assassin and arcane archer. What? Sorry, anyone?
There was an X-Men card game at one time.
Was there?
Yeah. There was like an X-Men like collecting card game. We'll talk later.
Anyone else?
Does anyone remember Fireball Island?
I don't know what that is.
It was like a volcano, and then if you hit a certain space, like you would put a red marble in the volcano when it rolled down and hit off your character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Better than Mousetrap.
Did anyone play that game where they just like put on music and danced alone in front of the mirror?
Yes.
Anyone
Yeah.
ever played
Yes.
that game?
Constantly.
Oh yeah, what was it called?
Last night.
Milton Bradley's
Last
Only
night,
Child.
yeah.
I was playing that game last night.
All right. I mean, listen, I missed this one. Pogs. Yeah, the crowd wants Pogs. The
right.
crowd is starving for Pogs. Hot Pog talk. Give it to us. Did you collect Pogs?
Yes, I collect. Who didn't collect Pogs?
I didn't collect Pogs.
Did you play for keeps? Is the question. Did you play for keeps?
I didn't play at all.
It's not Pogs unless you're playing for keeps. You can't
Right.
play and then they get their stuff back. It's just not the way.
And no slammers. Slammers are forbidden.
No slammers.
No
What do you mean?
slammers.
How did you play?
Oh, you
Pog-
have to have slammers.
The game of Pogs comes from Hawaii because the term Pog is based off of the juice cap, passion orange guava juice. That's why they're called
Wow.
Pogs.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I don't care about the Hawaiians. You got to have the slammers because you got to knock them off. I mean, that's just the whole point.
You don't care about the Hawaiians. What are you, the U.S. government?
Why, yes, I am. Yes, I am the New York government. And I still don't care. Back to Pogs. Now, I need the slammers. I don't need your passion orange juice. I need the slammers. I got to slack. It has to flip over.
No wonder you want to play for keeps. You using the slammer, you get them all.
That's how you play.
I still have all
Remember,
my
he's
Pogs.
the American government. Come on.
Listen, it's a surprise to you that the American government wants to take everything?
No.
How is this a shock?
So would you go, like, as vinyl has made a resurgence, would you reach back for that classic Game Boy?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I love
I still
a
have my
nice
old stuff.
handheld game of Tetris.
Yeah.
I love a Tetris that's just me and my phone, and I don't get interrupted with a text message.
Go for it.
And Orlando, you actually have a Game Boy?
Yeah. I do. I have that. I have the little Mattel Electronics football game from the 90s where you're, tick, 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 tick. Yeah. So all my old games and stuff are in a tin, plastic thing, Rubbermaid at my parents' house.
Yeah.
So for the holidays, that's part of my fun is to go look through all of that, all the craziness my parents kept. But yeah, I kept all my old game stuff.
That's heartwarming.
What do you mean? I was like a black nerd. I got beat up for that stuff my whole life. I wasn't just getting rid of it. I paid the price in this stuff, man. My whole chemistry set, the whole nine. So yeah, man, I kept all that. It's awesome.
Well, folks, it is now time to play a game called Control Yourself. Yeah. Okay, so you've all got some little blindfolds right there. This is about to get weird. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to transport ourselves all the way back to our basements in the 90s with our video game controllers. One at a time, I'm going to have you put on one of those blindfolds, okay? I'm going to hand you a video game controller, all right? You in the audience will be able to see it. Your panelists will be able to see it. Don't yell out what it is, okay? Because I'm going to have you hold it with the blindfold on and feel it and see if with just your hands you can figure out which one it is. Milana, you seem very eager to get into this.
I'm so nervous.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I pooped myself.
Oh, in that outfit?
I know, it's so shiny.
Okay. It's presumptuous of you to think that you were first, but so I guess you are.
Oh.
All right. So put it on. Put it on.
right.
Blindfold down, please.
Don't peek, don't peek.
Can I confirm that you see nothing? You see nothing?
I see nothing.
Okay, cool. Everyone's giving you the finger right now. Okay. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's what it is. Everybody shush. Everybody shush. Okay? Here's what it
Do I
is.
get to touch it? Yes, you get to touch it. Smell it? Okay. It's got the 2 buttons up top. Okay, I'm familiar. It's a vibrator.
Nope. Nope.
Specifically the rabbit.
This is a Super Nintendo.
Yeah. It is
Hey now!
Super Nintendo.
Hey!
Did you have that one?
What?
Did you have Super Nintendo?
I did, of course. This is the only one I had.
Oh, great.
We were poor. Feel bad for me.
So you like just had the controller and
I
nothing else?
also actually had this game, and I wish I could remember what it was called, but I had like a little painting pad. I was an art kid, and so we had like a little thing where I could color on a pad, and it would show up on the TV. Does anyone know what that is? What is it? Mario Paint. Thank you, stranger.
Angrily yelling out Mario Paint.
Mario
What did you do at
Paint.
Comic-Con? Well,
Did you expect
still
that
not
at
Mario.
Comic-Con?
I love it. Okay, this next one, let's give it to Jonah down at the end there. Jonah, you're blindfold, please. Okay, here we go. Audience and fellow panelists, it is this. It is this. Okay, you can see it.
Place it in my hand.
Shush. Okay.
All right. This is a Sega Genesis.
Wrong. It's a vibrator. Whoops.
You know what? I was trying to be so cool with like, I got it. It's
Yep.
quick. It's a Sega Saturn. I should have known that.
Yeah.
I should have known that because I had this. And I didn't play it much because no one wanted to play it.
No.
You guys want to come over and play Sega Saturn? Nah, we're cool. Chemo has Nintendo 64. Yeah, but Sega's better. No, it's not. You know what game they had for this?
What?
For Sega Saturn? That was it.
That's it.
They made one game and then they just gave up on it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the new Sonic, the new juicy and delicious Sonic?
God, his calves
the
are
trailer.
awesome.
Yeah?
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, I'm not, I know, he creeps me out. Anyone else creeped out by the Sonic?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that people complained about him. Actually, you know what? They should just replace Sonic with all the cats from the trailer for Cats.
Yeah.
And then make it rated X.
All right. Number 3, we'll go to Jason Mewes. Jason, blindfold yourself. There he goes. There he goes. Jason Mewes is blindfolded.
Is mine pink?
Okay.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Game system number 3 is this little fellow. Is this happy little fellow right here? All right.
Jason now is holding the object, checking it out.
Use your fingers. Use your fingers.
Yeah.
Not fondling.
That's
of-
exactly right.
There's a penetration happening.
Seems like it would be easy if
Okay.
I had this.
Talk us through what you're feeling.
Taste it.
I feel there's a little hole here, right? And I can put my finger in it somewhat.
Something about that is nasty.
Yeah,
Something about what
I
you're
feel-
doing.
Whatever.
Very nasty.
Whatever. Look at this. Doesn't look.
I'm looking away.
No, it looks like you could slip it in. I don't know. It's tough here. I was thinking not ColecoVision, not Neo Geo, not something.
You're killing
Nintendo DS 1, 2, 5, 6. I really don't know. It's crazy because it feels weird.
Jason, you may remove your blindfold. As you can see, it's a Game Boy Color.
I thought it was only controllers.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like this is a.
We
So
threw
this
you a
is
little curveball.
you
That's a
tricked me.
console.
This is a game system in itself. It is
the
not
system,
a
but
controller.
The controller's on it, Jason.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have known right away. Game Boy Color. I would have even known it was green. I really did think it was only controllers, but I should have known because there was a cartridge.
This isn't your fault.
Okay.
Thank you.
They
You got-
did this to you.
They.
Okay. Okay.
Don't look at him.
All right, our final one goes to Maude. Maude, blindfold
Yes.
yourself, please. Okay. This is an iconic 90s gaming device, and to present it, someone from an iconic 90s television show here to promote Zombie Tidal Wave. Ian Ziering! Gotta keep that blindfold on, boy.
What's happening?
Gotta keep it on.
What's happening?
All right.
What's going on? What? There's lots of noise.
Oh boy.
Oh, I know this one. This is when Apple decided to make PCs.
Yeah.
Are they colored? Is it the colored variety where they came in like pastel purple and pink and green and blue?
Can we use?
Wow.
Yes. Can we use a different word than colored? Just use a different word, though.
Oopsie.
It's great. I like the fact that you're using Braille to discern what this is.
That's good. Is it one of the original Macs? Is it?
Your final answer,
Yes.
please.
Yeah.
What
You can take off your blindfold now.
It is an
Wow.
Yes!
That's so
That's very
cool.
impressive. The fact that you actually knew all the colors, too.
Oh yes, blue. I think I played Carmen Sandiego on this game. Hi.
Hi. So great to be here on the panel and be a part of the 90s. Thanks for such a
Yeah.
warm reception, everybody.
Ian,
Yeah.
talk to us. What's happening?
Oh my gosh, you all remember these Sharknado movies, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you can set your DVR on August 17th for Zombie Tidal Wave. Oh yeah! A little more of the same genre.
Love it.
These quirky movies where everyone's in on the joke except people in the movie.
So is it a tidal wave fully of zombies, or is it a tidal wave flecked with zombies?
It's a tidal wave infused with zombies.
Infused?
Yes.
Well, you
I
heard
wanted
it
to call it the Walking Dead Sea, but
Yeah,
we
Impressive.
we went with Zombie Tidal Wave instead.
I love it.
Perfectly
can you
fitting.
Can you tell us anything quickly about the 90210 event series?
90210 is coming back. We've got a mini series coming out this summer. It's going to be 6 episodes. We're shooting it up in Vancouver right now, so it's
Yeah.
more like Vancouver EIEIO than Beverly Hills 90210. But it's
What was it
great.
like with the whole team back together? What was that
Great.
like?
It's kind of creepy. We walked into the Peach Pit, which is an exact duplicate of the Peach Pit that we had back in the 90s, but we're all older now. So it's kind of weird. It was like a big time warp, and here we are. I'm sitting with Jason and Gabrielle and Tori and Brian and Jenny, and it's a trip. I think we're going to be, you know what? These 6 episodes are going to be really impactful. There's a lot of emotional attachment. People have been asking me for years, when is this show coming back? But we're all happy to be working together again.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ian Ziering, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Ziering.
You get to take this home, by the way.
No, Ian, strike the iMac. Ian, strike the iMac. I'll get it. Thank you so much.
Like Master Mars! All right, I have to talk about that for a second. Is it okay to have a crush on a mutated animal? Because if so, I don't want to be wrong. Biker Mice and Mars, they were hot.
Yes, yes. Crotches are okay on mutated animals. Absolutely.
Good.
All right, folks.
I thought you were right.
Let us move on to the movies of the 90s. What were the movies that you watched over and over on VHS?
This is weird. I watched Beethoven a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like I loved animals. Ghost was a big one for me. It's partly where I get my clay fetish from. Follow me on Instagram. You, sir?
I don't.
Yeah. Movies, Jason.
I know. I was trying to think of 90s.
Dude, you were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob was huge
like
for
there's-
Well, I can't say my own movie, but yeah, sure. Jay and Silent Bob. Clerks.
Mallrats.
I only sit and watch all of my own movies. So that's it. There aren't any others.
Okay, Eliza?
Ooh, let's, those.
Nice.
Cool. Was Can't Hardly Wait.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one really got me. Yeah. Gosh, I mean, now I'm thinking like Chasing Amy, which feels like a real gimme. Do I have to? How
Everyone
many
just
do I have to
pick my
list?
movies.
How many of these do I have to?
Just keep, no.
Oh God.
Orlando?
Okay. Scream,
Sure.
for sure.
Sure.
Scream 2.
Way to go.
Scream 3.
Scream 3. Wasn't as good. No, I'm kidding.
Movies that I was in. Okay.
Orlando?
Kids.
Your movie?
90s movies?
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious one was that's when Terminator came out, and suddenly, right? Suddenly there was CGI and things that were previously kind of goofy started to look almost real, and that was a huge step, you know. And Terminator was a white dude you couldn't kill, so it was super scary to me. I was like, there's nothing they can do to kill this dude. This is amazing. What is going on here? Let's see. Gosh, there was so much stuff during that period, but I'm going to go. The tech stuff is the stuff that got me the most excited. Yeah. Starship Troopers was another 90s.
Perfectly 90s.
Right?
Well,
It was like so 90s, you know, like half people like hated it, but you know, it was, if you knew the book, it was super cool. I loved it. It was fun. So that was definitely that Starship Troopers. Those were sort of the iconic ones, at least in my mind, for if you're a sci-fi nerd like me.
Yeah. So Maude, was it just Muriel's Wedding over and over?
Oh, that's an Australian joke. Cool. Well, I mean, the 90s were my formative years, so, you know, classic moments like, oh my God, I love Josh from Clueless. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes!
It's one of the best movies of all time, but then you got to flip it over and it's like movies like Jurassic Park. I really feel like was the best movie of that decade because they kept practical. And I would spend holiday times with my family perfecting the Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus noises. And guess what, guys? It's pretty good.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Velociraptor. And then right at the end, picture the banner coming down and the Tyrannosaurus is there and he goes,
Bravissima!
Shy.
Clever girl.
That was amazing.
Jonah?
The movie I watched the most in the 90s was probably A League of Their Own. I watched it. Anytime it was on, I would pop it in. I had it on VHS. But my favorite movie of all time came out in 1994, and it was Tim Burton's Ed Wood. Best movie of all time, I think. Should have led with that one. Second, I should have said A League of Their Own. Who got on a high note. I don't know. What's one people like?
Fifth Element.
There it is.
Fifth Element, that's true.
Yeah.
Fifth Element was awesome because Chris Tucker looked like he was in another movie the whole time.
Yeah. Ruby Red.
He was just walking around randomly talking to himself. What's happening? Good to see you. What is happening right now with Chris Tucker? That was bizarre. It was, you know, it's true. Here's another great side note. So I got offered a role in Jurassic Park, which was awesome, but I would have been the black
Which
dude that
dinosaur?
dies first. And I literally was like, I just made this joke in evolution. Are y'all serious right now? It was,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, that's
Yeah.
true.
Forrest Gump.
Iconic 90s
Forrest
movie.
Gump.
Forrest
Life
Gump.
was like a box of chocolate.
Did happen in the 90s.
That was
Now, we had a game that we were going to play. We don't have time. But I do want to put up one picture from a 90s Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, and I just want us to take a quick look at it and see if we can identify it.
Man, I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Woof.
That is the original Captain America, which was released in the U.S. in 1992. And that guy, if we can see him one more time, bonus points that again are meaningless if you can tell me who his father is.
The Flash, his father. Is that Jay Garrett? No.
What? The actual actor's father,
Yeah.
I'll just tell you,
Oh,
is
his real
J.D.
father.
Salinger.
What?
Jeez.
J.D. Salinger?
Yeah, that's Matt Salinger.
That's Max Salinger?
Yeah.
I got distracted because the A was embroidered, and I thought, come on, guys, y'all couldn't put a better A on Captain America. I'm sorry. That's J.D. Salinger. That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
That's good trivia.
Did anyone see it? I mean, you can't even find it now.
No,
right?
and personally, I blame the embroidering. I think that's why we all lost
I think
interest
the
so
embroidering
fast.
tossed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The A is really for aesthetic, and they failed. That's all I've got, guys.
So, folks, we're going to do a little Q and A. There's an audience microphone. If you have some questions about the 90s, find yourself a microphone and ask. So work your way up there. Now, before we get there, I just want to look through some pictures that you guys were bomb enough to send us from the 1990s. It's our yearbook photos.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Not our actual yearbook photos, but oh.
I'm so cute. I went downhill so fast after that. I have to burn every photo of me from 9 years of age to 13. It's bad.
What is that shirt, Maude?
Actually, that's kind of the inspiration behind my 90s aesthetic fashion label that I have, which this dress is a part of, actually. So that's kind of like the birth of a great idea, right? I wore my brother's shirt. It was my brother's shirt.
I love it.
I stole it.
Jonah Ray looking
Like I got all the chicks. That's me playing my drum set, trying to learn Metallica songs.
Yeah.
That was probably like the same year I went to my first concert, which was Metallica. And I was
Train
clearly...
of Consequences.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Train of Consequences of that album. Yeah.
And then this is me probably after I fell asleep in the sun.
You're glowing.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I see a picture of me smiling as a child, it just looks like someone went, smile, and I go, how?
Jason, you look just dewy, fresh, and innocent. What year is this?
I don't even know. I see the mullet, though. It's like I have a mullet, which
That
is
is a-
fantastic.
that's
I
gorgeous
rocked it. I started early there with the mullets.
Gorgeous mullet.
Later on, I shaved the sides and had it spiked. It was horrible.
Hell yeah.
And then I think I had a rat's tail for a bit.
Yes. Of course.
Then I shaved it and had a mohawk.
Wow.
That's
You've done the
every
full
man.
Kid Rock hair journey, and I appreciate it.
I've had some different dues. So.
Love it. Milana, you are just fully a child. You're 3?
I know I'm so young. It's crazy. Like I used to be a baby. No, my family came here as immigrants, so this is probably like a year or two after we arrived in this country. Woo, not American! And so proud. And yeah, so I think I'm just like wearing a visor and those track pants that were made of plastic that made noise when you walked.
Yes.
Yeah, the hardest pants to play Heads Up 7 Up in, I remember. So this is just me like pretending to be as American as possible. Like, do I fit in yet? Will you accept me? Will you stop trying to deport me? That's my look.
Orlando, what movie are you in this?
Office Space.
Is that Office Space?
That's
I love it. Eliza, you're in an emo moment.
I was. Sorry, I was just gonna. I was a crack salesman in that moment right there. I was trying to sell crack to some guys in the movie.
Yeah.
So I get asked to actually say that on a daily basis. It's hilarious. Literally, people walk up and they say, "Can you do Steve from Office Space?" And I say, "Good evening, son. My name is Steve. I come from a rough area. I used to be addicted to crack, and now I'm off and trying to stay clean. And I believe hard work will help me stay clean and make a better life for myself. And that is why I'm selling magazine subscription."
Yeah.
This is my only favorite footnote of this stupid picture. I love this picture because I asked makeup to make my face as dark as possible because if you were a door-to-door salesman, you were always in the sun. So when I came out, Mike just looked at me and he was like, "You are the blackest black you I've ever seen. Like, you are like Wesley Snipes right now because they just blackened my face and my hands. And then if you see my neck, it's a totally different color. All right, I have
Love it.
nothing. It's my favorite madness.
Eliza is about to write a poem, and I remember when this picture was taken, I was storing whiskey in my neck for the winter months. Okay, so let's get to audience questions. You got them? Where are we? Oh, there we go. Look, you're bathed in question light. What do you got for us?
Hi, I'm Sarah. So I was wondering if there's like any one obscure random thing that you remember from the 90s that you could bring back. What would it be? Like
Capital Critters.
I would bring back Dunkaroos. So,
What would we bring back from the 90s?
Do you remember puff paint? And you could actually do it on clothes, and you would like design and you customize all of your clothes to have your raging personality out there. That's like, I mean, even this jean jacket that I'm wearing right now, it could use a star and a sun and some glitter. Yeah, so puff paints. Oh no!
I would like to end our nation's warring and bring back amalgam comics. Y'all don't know the 90s, because only those two people do. That was a great time. Also, the Age of Apocalypse. Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to bring back the presence of my dad in my life. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a great panel.
I'm just kidding. I mean those little like toys that came at the bottom of cereal boxes. I don't know. Who cares?
Jellies. The jelly bracelets.
Yes.
What shirts?
Bring back the Noid. That's what I say.
Did you say 7-Up shirts? You want to run around telling people up yours? That's your plan? Honestly, that's why I did those shirts, just so I could get away with saying up yours and people couldn't get mad at me. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm selling soda, pimp. I'm selling soda.
Next question, please.
Hi, my name is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
I'm sorry, you have issues. I'm sorry, daddy issues.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
Oh, my.
They're so much worse than I'm pretending they are.
Hilarious.
So my question for you guys is, if you could write for any TV show in the 90s, which show would you like to write for?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. You'd just write, for 28 pages, and the episode's done.
I literally get to write for my favorite show from the 90s, Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
That's a rare treat for me, so I got to do that. That was nice.
I would say Tiny Toons or Sliders.
Sliders.
Oh. Hell yeah. Sliding some dinosaurs. Come on.
I would stay away from writing any show because no one would watch it. So
Probably Captain Planet. Yeah, it was like a show that really made me want to be a better person. I know I'm coming across as very sad, but I promise you I'm on a steady diet of pills and therapy. And don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Hold on. Whoa. Milana!
I'm fine. I'm so young and fine.
I cannot wait to hear the question from this person. Hello.
Aquaman! Hi, Aquaman.
Hello, I'm Michael. Did y'all watch game shows like Legends of the Hidden Temple and Guts?
Oh, that was the question. Did we watch those?
Or did you try to get on them or anything?
what?
Oh, actually, I don't know if any people know this, but my start in television was to host Nickelodeon Australia. So I actually hosted like the kids' game shows and competition shows, and I got slimed every second day. And it's actually a lot more traumatic than you think it is. You find it like a week later. But so I kind of was like, I was on the kids' shows when I was a kid, and then was the host of the kids' show. So I've been like generations of that. And my thing is I'd like to psych out all the minors. They're like 11, and this is the biggest moment of their life, and so I like to get in their head a little bit. I don't think I'm a good person. But it was really great entertainment, so.
I always wanted to be on Wild and Crazy Kids. That looked like a lot of fun. That and Nick Arcade. Nick Arcade, it was you got to be inside a video game. And then when you realize it's just a kid in front of a green screen, you go, well, that sucks.
Jason, I think you were a judge on Say What Karaoke, and maybe Orlando as
was,
well.
yeah, I think so.
Were you? Jason definitely was.
For karaoke?
Yeah.
No. I was doing Mad TV at the time.
No, okay.
Yeah, stuck in
But Jason Mewes was definitely a judge on Say What Carrie.
Yeah. I watched, but yeah, definitely.
Listening to someone sing All Star by Smash Mouth. Next question, please.
Hi, my name's Evan. I was wondering, what kind of character would you play in Power Rangers?
The Brown Ranger.
Oh yeah, what are his powers?
He just shoots diarrhea at the monsters.
That's fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, and then the monster doesn't even hit the monster. The monster just feels bad for him. And he's just like, hey man, I don't have to destroy the city. Just don't embarrass yourself anymore.
Yeah.
That's
I go,
fine.
I did it.
Here's some Pedialyte. You're okay. I mean, the right answer is a villain, right? Like, yeah. Some of that, like,
Was it Rita? What?
Power Rangers! You know, that kind of stuff.
Rita.
Yeah, she was like the...
She just screamed the whole time and laughed, but it was like so clearly dubbed. It was so great. Like they couldn't even align the laughter. Gosh, it was good being a kid.
I'm just thrown that he wants to be the shitty brown Power Ranger. That's really got me lost right now.
Well, no one, like, it's like, they're like, there's a villain attacking the city, and we should go. And they're like, you stay here. You watch the base. Stay close to the bathroom.
So it's really about being lazy and not having to go.
Yes!
Okay, got
But
it.
also always having to go.
1996 film, the actual Power Rangers, they were animals. There was an ape, he was the Red Ranger, but I remember watching it in theaters, and the Black Ranger was a frog. And when he transformed and became the frog, this group of adult men stood up and cheered so loudly. And it was such a perfect moment from my childhood that I'm going to go Team Frog in Power Ranger. Does anyone watch that movie? It was actually filmed in Australia.
I never saw that one.
1996 Power Rangers, you're welcome, yeah.
Jason, were you a Power Rangers guy?
I am not, but I have to say I'd be the nicer version. Wasn't there like two friends? There was like the bullies, the two guys that hung out.
Yeah.
I would have to be one of those. What were they? Yeah, there was like a smaller one and a bigger one. Yeah, I would have to play those guys, but maybe a nicer one, because they were like the bullies, I believe, of the high school or something. Right? I'm not crazy?
All right, one last question from a man in Dayglow. Lay it on us.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I have a question. If you had a show from the 1990s that could be returned for like Netflix or something.
Did you say a soap?
A show?
No, a show that
TV
would
show.
return and be on Netflix like Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, yeah, you can watch Mystery Science Theater on Netflix.
Dial soap.
I mean, I mentioned this earlier, but Parker Lewis Can't Lose. And I would love a gender reverse. Parker's a girl, come on, she can't lose. That would be dope.
Parker Posey Can't Lose.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, all that.
It's coming
And
back.
it's coming back.
It's back.
It's back.
It's back, folks. Anyone else? Going once,
I'd
going
like
twice.
to see a live-action Sailor Moon.
How did that not happen?
Serena.
They should bring back Kids in the Hall.
Okay. All right, so that is it, folks. Thank you so much for being here. Real quick, where can everyone find you for the rest of the con? Milana.
I'm all around. I'm a writer on Robot Chicken, so I'll be at their panels and signings, and you can find me online at Mint Milana.
Yes. J Mewes, Jaymew. This is all my social, my Twitch. I've been streaming video games. I'm going to be walking around with a backpack and doing some streaming. But I'm on the IMDb boat all week for Jay and Silent Bob reboot movies coming out in October. Yeah. And Method in the Madness movie I directed. We screened last night, Madness in the Method. But yeah, I'm here all weekend. So.
Cool.
All right, Eliza?
On Twitter, I'm at Eliza Skinner, and I've got a podcast called Cool Playlist that you can listen to. A few of the guests have been guests on it, and it's real fun. And there's 90s music on there sometimes. I don't know, whatever. Listen to it.
Orlando?
I'm going to be in the gas lamp with the band. If you hear music playing, that'll be me. I'm giving away cash and prizes. I'll be all over SYFY WIRE and occasionally I'll be on a karaoke bus if you want to come on and sing some songs.
Yes.
It is 90s Day, so we're doing 90s all day today and 2000s tomorrow. So SYFY WIRE, Gas Lamp, come join the party. I would love to see y'all. Let's have a good time. It's con time.
Give me a
Maude.
seat. If you want social media, it's at Maude Garrett. If you want YouTube, where I talk geeky stuff all the time, it's Geek Bomb on YouTube. And tomorrow I'm doing a signing 3 till 4:30 at the Sales Pavilion. I've got stickers and cool. I mean, I don't have a karaoke bus.
But I'll be there. I'll be there anyway.
Yay!
Absolutely. You
So
got
maybe
stickers.
I'll see you guys there. I have stickers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Jonah.
Tomorrow night, Saturday night, at the American Comedy Company, I'm doing 2 shows at 7:30 and 9:30. Stand-up, music. There's going to be a lot of my friends that are comedians in town that you might know of are going to be doing drop-in sets. People from Conan and
Name drop.
One and stuff like that. So they'll be.
Drop some names.
Well, I'm trying to get ticket sales.
Where's the American Comedy Club?
American Comedy Club is right downtown in the Gas Lamp. So there's
and
that.
tickets are still available?
Tickets are I probably tons.
And what time is the show?
7:30 and 9:30.
Okay, I'm just trying to help you through this. Work with me here. Work
Oh,
with
she
me
made
here.
me feel self-conscious. I don't like pitching
No,
myself.
I was saying, who are your friends that people could see?
Well, I can't say.
Oh.
But
Thank you
also,
all.
I did an EP of covers of Weird Al songs, punk versions of Weird Al songs, and I just released that. And the pre-orders are up now, and it's about to sell out today. So if you want to get a shirt designed by Jay Howell, the designer of Bob's Burgers, and these punk songs I made with the guy from Fiddler, go online and check that out.
Excellent.
Done.
Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. We want to hear your hot 90s takes, so use the hashtag from the 90s and hashtag SDCC50. Find us at SYFY WIRE and let us know all about it. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you, Milana. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Eliza. Thank you, Orlando. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you, Maude. I've been Dave Holmes. See you in the con.